y'all, we have a Roles Mix Amplifier. It says workout, so I'm thinking this may have come from an old gym or something like that. I don't know. Come on, let's dive in. We've got some Allens and some Phillips. And a lot of Phillips back here. And a lot of Allens inside of that. Let's get my sockets over here. If my DeWalt socket and bit set has the size that I need for these guys. Oh, no way. I found that on the first try. I can't believe that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. They're a little rusty. But they are coming out okay. These are all going to have to, oh man. All those nuts have to come off. Hopefully I have a deep socket that's the right size for that. Now then, we are not going to be able to get you down inside there, are we? No. I wonder though if the Kaiweets will fit. So if I have the right size head in the Kaiweets, we'll be good to go there. I'll tell you what, this Kaiweet set has come in much handier than I expected it to when they first asked me to try it out. So I've been pleased with it. Let's try you first. You look like you're a little big. We'll work our way down. Turn on our lights so we can see what's going on in here. Yeah, you're still a little big. Hex 2 maybe. Let's see. You're too small. Oh, I wonder if I just wasn't seeing it clearly and I thought that let's see. Are you the right size? There we go. So that was the Hex 2.5. Turned out to be the right size there for those. That's good. Now the only problem is that they're sticking. Let's try the Hex 3 real quick. Because it might be that the 2s are getting jammed. Nope, it's the 2.5 is what we have to go with. Now the only problem that I have with this Kaiweets for this kind of work is that it doesn't have a lot of torque. Now it has 2 torque settings. That's all right because all I have to do is give it a twist, 1 or 2 twists, and then I can overcome the friction or the Loctite or whatever's in there, and then there's enough torque to unscrew it. Just doesn't have enough torque to overcome that initial what might be rust or something like that. All right, there's 2 of them here that are very hard to unscrew. I think those might be nuts. We'll see. Hopefully we can... Hopefully we can get in on the other side. I'm going to leave that in there because I may need that again. Move you over here, put you over here. So it turns out these are 10 millis. And once we get them going, it's relatively easy then to get them unscrewed. All right. Well, it was annoying, but not impossible. Of course, nothing's ever impossible if you have a big enough hammer. Ah, aluminum. So that would suggest that that might be aluminum. And it is, so we will remove this switch so that this can go in with my aluminum. Now, this board has ICs and small resistors and stuff on it, so you might be tempted to, do something like a peripheral, but don't. Mid-grade at best, because it's got all of this junk hanging on it. Yeah, that's gold-plated. Okay, big deal. But mid-grade. Now, I am going to remove this IC. It's socket mounted, so I'm going to remove that. And I don't know if any of these guys are... Yeah, I'm going to get these ICs because this is not going to board sort. This is going to my local yard, and they are very flexible with this kind of stuff. So I'll leave some of those on there, but that's still mid-grade for my yard. These resistors, these resistors might have gold plating inside of them. Sometimes these older ones have gold plating inside. So, mid-grade. Now, what else do we have here? You have quite the power board. If I can figure out how to get it to come out. Ah, I see. We have some more screws that need to come off. Come on, you. I need a new bit so bad. Let's just do that. All right, so we have a great big knockin' heavy toroid here that'll go in with the copper bearing motors. Then we have these connectors here. They're gold plated, but I don't know that I'm going to go through the trouble to take those out. This board is a power board, so that's going to go in with my low grades. And remember those screws I was having trouble with here? It's because they're holding some MOSFETs in, and here's what was giving me the trouble is this backing plate. So we should be able to get that out pretty easily. We'll see, now that we know what we're dealing with. All right, let's get some wire cut out of the way. And that toroid is being held in place with a nut on a thread. Pretty easy to get those to come out. once I get it high enough out of the cupped holder that I can get my fingers on it, then it spins real easy. Yeah, let's check and make sure that's copper. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. Yep, copper, so that'll go with my copper bearing motors. You could, I suppose, if you're a hobbyist and you've got plenty of time, you could unwind all that copper, but that is a very tedious job. How do I know that? Well, a long time ago I did one of those, and I said, I'm never doing that again. Board has got some Phillips screws holding it in place. Yeah, let's see. These guys, that's just plastic, so that comes off easy enough. And those MOSFETs, I don't know that I want to mess around with that, so I'm just going to cut the MOSFETs loose. All right, now, there's our board. You know, whenever you see a board with big, tall caps and stuff on it, it's probably going to be a power board. You got some fuses in here. Again, these resistors might have gold plating inside of them. Got a couple of socket-mounted ICs. Let's pull those. There we go. But this is very clearly going to be a low-grade board. I know you're thinking, well, it's green on both sides, but look at all this power stuff hanging on here. We're just going to go low-grade here. Now, this casing, that's ferrous, so this casing is ferrous. The faceplate was aluminum. And this is going to be a little problematic. If I wanted to get these gold-plated pieces, I'd have to get past the solder that's on the bottom, on the end of them. I'm not going to mess with that. Into the shred with you. And let's see now if I can get these to free up. Now I can, because I can hold on to it easier. There we go. All right, so Kaiweets to the rescue again. If you're interested in getting a Kaiweets electric screwdriver, there's a link in the description down below. Yes, I am an affiliate. I get a little bit of money out of that, and I use some of that to put towards shark research. You can also find my DeWalt tools on my Amazon store. There's a link for that as well. Speaking of links, they're popping up here to take you to more shark scrapping content so you don't miss a single awesome episode. And the round one in the middle, that's to help you to subscribe so you also don't miss any. Have a great day.